All right, simple as video today, guys. I'm going to talk about exactly why most people don't lose belly fat. Now, I don't have the thing on here, so the noise is going to be a little bit fucked up. But listen, here's the main reason most people don't lose belly fat, man. I'm at the gym right now, and the key reason is most people ignore everything that they do when it comes to the kitchen. People are pretty serious in the gym. I see people working out all the time. They take the gym relatively seriously. However, when it comes to actually eating what you need to, being consistent with nutrition, most people skip that shit. Another thing is that people don't realize that losing belly fat is a mindset, right? So you have to be very consistent to lose the belly fat. That's one of the last areas you're going to lose. People don't realize that shit. It's one of the last areas you're going to lose on your body, guys. So if you have 40% body fat, 30% body fat, and you want to get rid of your love handles, you want to get rid of your belly fat, you're going to have to stay in a calorie deficit, which means you got to make it a lifestyle for a long period of time. Going from 40% to about 15%, which is when you're going to start to lose your lower abs, your lower back, your love handles. I got to get below 15% to get rid of the love handles and to really see my belly fat. A lot of people think that doing fucking crunches, a lot of people think that, just going to the gym, working as hard as you can, doing extra cardio is how you lose fat, when in reality, you have to be in a calorie deficit, guys. That's the most fucking important thing. High protein calorie deficit is what's going to help you lose that fat. I can't stress it enough. I literally say that in just about every video because it's literally the most important thing. It's what everybody skips. If you give it 80% in the gym and you show up every 4 to 5, you show up 4 to 5 days a week, strength train in the gym, but your nutrition's on point, you're going to get further than the person who shows up 7 days a week and does not eat what they're supposed to. And I see that shit all the time. I see people working harder than me in the gym 24/7, and then they always ask me, they're like, hey man, like, how come I'm not getting results like you? And the reality is they're simply not doing basic shit, which is eating in a calorie deficit. You have to make sure you pay attention to what you eat. I know you feel like you deserve the McDonald's, you feel like you deserve the Taco Bell, but you really don't. You really don't, need that. Like, that's not going to help you on your goals, all right? So it's very basic. Eat whole foods, right? Eat high protein, stay in that calorie deficit. Now, another thing you have to work on a lot, like I said, this is a lifestyle. You have to have an identity shift, okay? Because a lot of you guys, if you're big as hell, if you're fat as hell, if you have a big ass stomach, you have fat thoughts, all right? So you can't think fat thoughts and become a lean person. You have to think lean thoughts if you want to become a lean person. If you want to get to 10% body fat, you got to start thinking like your 10% body fat self. You can't, like, for example, I can't be like, oh, I can't wait to eat McDonald's after this workout. No. At home, I got my eggs. In the vending machine, there's a chicken smoothie. I'm probably going to hit that afterwards. It's 74 grams of protein. I'm prioritizing protein, and I'm making sure that I'm eating whole foods so I can fuel my body and so I can feel full and so I can reach my goals. It's just a lifestyle, right? A lot of people are like, man, if I had abs, man, I would just stop doing what I need to do. That's the fuck why you don't have abs, because you don't realize it's a lifestyle and it's something that you do consistently. It's not, the process is the end journey, guys. The process is the end destination. The journey is the end destination. You're constantly going to be improving. This is a lifestyle change. You guys need to stop thinking that, oh, let me do 2 weeks of fasting, 2 weeks of keto. The 2 weeks of fasting shit is so fucking dumb. You're going to lose muscle. You're going to lose water weight, right? So you're going to go down 20 pounds. You're going to think you lost fat. You probably lost muscle. You probably lost more muscle than you lost fat. So your body fat percentage probably went up. You have to focus on fat loss, which is a slower process than weight loss is, all right? So if you're trying to lose belly fat, you have to make sure that you're making a lifestyle change. You stay consistent and you stop looking for these short-term fads. Most people who've been looking for short-term fads or trying Ozempic and shit like that, they've been doing that shit for 10 fucking years and they're still fat as hell. Why are they still fat as hell? Because they have the wrong mindset. You can't have a lottery mindset, right, and expect to lose the fat long term. All right, 2 weeks isn't going to do it. 75 hard is cool for a start, but if you go hard 75 days and then you stop right after, it's going to revert back to your old habits. You can't be the same motherfucker at 20% body fat that you are at 10%. You have to become a different person. All right, you're not doing the same habits. You don't think the same way. You don't think of food as a reward, as fun. You think of it as fuel. All right, and that's the difference. That is the difference between those who are lean and those who aren't. All right, so if you're serious about your goals and you're really trying to get lean, remember, pay attention to your nutrition. That's where most people slack. Pay attention to that nutrition. Lock in on that nutrition. Take it very, very seriously. That's going to be 70 to 80% of your results. All right, that's what most people don't do. Lock in, fellas.